Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds came with their watching, o'er silent flocks by night. Behold, through the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Happy holidays from all of us at Kikisfunanimalfacts, whether you celebrate Ramadan, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Eid, Yule, Winter's Crest, or any of the multiple holidays that are celebrated around this time of year, no matter where you're from. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and we're going to learn about 5 holly jolly facts about 5 holly jolly animals. So, come on, let's go. We're going to see some animals and some amazing winter lights as well. Number 5. Our number 5 spot comes to you from the high, cold regions of the Himalayas. They're known as the ghost cat because of their elusiveness. The snow leopard, also known as Panthera uncea, is a cold weather feline that lives in the mountains of the Himalayas. They have a 3-foot-long tail that lets them leap anywhere between 20 to 50 feet at a standstill. Their tail is also used as a scarf for those really chilly nights. And sometimes they'll put their tail in their mouth as extra incubation, kind of like when you put your scarf over your face. Snow leopards cannot roar. They make a chuff noise when they want to talk. Now they are one of 2 Pantherinae members who can't roar, the other being the clouded leopard from the rainforests of Southeast Asia. Snow leopards can still make other cat noises like growls, purrs, and even mews. There are estimated to be around 4,000 snow leopards left in the wild. Sadly, that number is decreasing. At least 1 snow leopard per day is getting killed by either poachers or ranchers. Conservation efforts around the world are doing what they can to help these beautiful creatures. Snow leopards can live at altitudes of up to 18,000 feet in the mountains. That is the limit that skydivers can jump in the US. Humans need a specialized oxygen mask just to skydive that high. That is 85 seconds of free fall. Snow leopards can live at these types of heights and altitudes because of their large chests, their large lungs, and they take deep breaths. That's how they are able to adapt to such high altitudes. Some scientists claim that their blood also plays a factor in why they can live at such high heights, but later on it was found out to be not true. Their blood has nothing to do with how they live. It's all in the lungs. Their noses, when they take deep breaths, the air is already warm by the time it reaches the lungs. Number 4. Our number 4 spot is the largest of all the ursas. They are considered a marine mammal and a mascot for many companies. They live way up north and can grow to be over 12 feet tall when standing on their hind legs. Polar bears, or Ursus maritimus, is the largest land carnivore in the world. They're the most carnivorous of the bear species, eating mostly blubber and fat and very rarely vegetation. Their fur is the thickest of all the bear species as well, providing as a wonderful insulator. Their fur even covers their paws and their paw pads as well. Their fur is such a good insulator that heat only escapes through their eyes, nose, and mouth. Polar bears were one of the first species to become threatened due to anthropogenic climate change. They need sea ice to find food and hunt. A longer melting season due to climate change means that sea ice is forming later and breaking up earlier in the year, restricting the polar bear's feeding range. This is particularly impactful on pregnant females who need to build up fat stores to live off of when birthing and nursing cubs. What color is a polar bear? Well, at first glance, you'd think it's white, but actually their skin is black. Their fur isn't even white, it's clear. One individual fur is clear and transparent, but put all that fur on a bear and it appears white. They need that white so they can blend into the snow so they can hunt easier. They'll even cover their nose with their paw to hide the black color. Polar bear hunts are rarely successful. They only have a 2 out of 10 success rate. Compare that with lions, which have a 3 out of 10 success rate, or even African painted dogs that have a 9 out of 10 success rate. Polar bears will sometimes depend on already dead carcasses to feed themselves, and desperate polar bears will even attack large huddles of walruses, usually without success. Unlike other bears, polar bears don't hibernate in the winter. Only pregnant females do. Pregnant females will eat more than usual in the fall so they can store up the fat that they need to survive the hibernation. They'll give birth to 1 or 2 cubs and nurse them until they're about 20 to 30 pounds, where they'll emerge usually around March or April. Number 3. Our number 3 spot is for our fine feathered friends. They don't live where you think that they live, so let's make a splash with our number 3 spot, the Humboldt Penguins. These are Humboldt penguins. Humboldt penguins live on the coastline of Peru and Chile in South America. In the coastline of Peru and Chile, summers can get over 100 degrees. So they need ways to cool off. They have very thin feathers and they have pink patches on their beaks. What will happen is that those pink patches will turn a bright red, and that is how they release their heat. They can also jump in the waters to cool off as well. Humboldt penguins are amazing. They can reach underwater speeds from 30 to 40 miles an hour. They can dive to depths of 492 feet, and they have amazing, excellent eyesight that lets them find food in the darkness of the water and to look out for those pesky predators, including orcas, leopard seals, sharks, and much, much more. Humboldt penguins will mate for life. The daddy penguin comes out of the sea and fixes and cleans the nest. Mommy penguin will come out a few days later and they'll call to each other using calls only they recognize. The pair will then breed and then lay 2 eggs. Mating season lasts all year and there's no specific months for it. What? Humboldt penguins, or Viscus humboldti, were named after the cold water current that they swim in. That cold water current was named after an explorer named Alexander van Humboldt.
They were victims of guano overexploitation. Penguins are also declining in numbers due to habitat destruction, including by invasive species. The current population is estimated at between 3,300 and 12,000. In August of 2012, they were granted protection under the U.S. Endangered Species Act. Number 2.
Our number 2 spot is for an equus who's known to be very, very stubborn. So let's come on in the barn and find out which one that is. Today, we're going to be talking about our domesticated donkey, or Equus africanus asinsus.
There was an Australian Army donkey named Murphy who, during 1915 and 16, carried the injured from the front lines down perilous rocky guiles to reach the field hospital. He was awarded the RSPCA Australian Purple Cross, and he even has a statue.
Donkeys are known to be stubborn because of their high sense of self-preservation. They will not do anything that is against their own self-interest. But donkeys can be trained by humans if that human lets them know by talking to them or showing them that that human is a trusted individual and has the donkey's interests in mind. Donkeys are incredibly intelligent, and their stubbornness is actually attributed to preserving their lives.
Donkeys have appeared all throughout history in different cultures and religions. They've appeared in Jewish, Hindu, Israeli, Christianity, Egyptian cultures, and many more all throughout human history. They were even a status symbol of wealth and good fortune for some. Number 1.
Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, what do you recall? Mama's tailor's reindeer of all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had
Hardy's Reindeer Ranch in Rantoul, Illinois. We're gonna get up close and personal with these little fellas from the Cervidae family. Ringifer tarnatus, also known as caribou in North America, are native to North America, Europe, and Asia in boreal, mountainous, and Arctic biomes. Reindeers are the only members of the Cervidae family where both sexes have antlers. They have the second largest antler size in the Cervidae family, aside from the moose, but they have the largest antlers relative to their body size. Males and females will shed their antlers during different points of the year, but when males shed their antlers, the females still have them, which put the females in charge. The highest ranking females will have the best grazing spots and the best foraging spots as well, and the higher the rank, the lower the mortality rate is for their offspring.
Reindeers are omnivores. Not only do they eat plants like willows, birches, sedges, and grasses, but they'll even eat small mammals like lemmings, and they'll even eat fish and bird eggs as well.
This is Comet. Hi, baby. Come here. No, love me. Reindeer are the only known mammals that can see in ultraviolet light. Researchers at the University College London have discovered that reindeer vision can see up to 320 Newton meters, where human vision cuts off at around 400. That means that reindeer range can see part of the spectrum that only we can see with black light. Reindeer vision can actually see things in the snow that humans miss, such as white fur and urine that shows up to them in high contrast.
Reindeer are the only semi-domesticated animal that naturally belongs to the north. Currently, 100,000 people in the circumpolar north are involved in reindeer herding.
Reindeer became synonymous with Santa's sleigh back in the early 1820s with a poem called A Visit from St. Nicholas, written by Clement Clark Moore. This poem is known today as The Night Before Christmas. The poem described 8 tiny reindeer pulling Santa's sleigh. Well, in the 1930s, a new addition was added to Santa's team by a man named Robert May. Robert May wrote a song called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it was used as advertisement for a store display. This song became so popular it became a holiday classic it is now, and Rudolph was put as the lead of Santa's 8 tiny reindeer. I'm so glad that we got to learn holly jolly facts about some holly jolly animals. Now, if you learned something or you want to learn more about these amazing animals, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We even have a Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon that's down in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season no matter what you're celebrating, that's full of warmth, fun, and whatever makes you happy. So have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you next time on Kiki's Fun Animal Facts. Bye!
Hardy's Reindeer Ranch is a unique and fun experience for the whole family. Located in Rantoul, Illinois, Mark and Julie Hardy have 16 reindeer that you can feed and pet. They even have reindeer tours where you can learn fun facts about these really cool creatures. They have 5 acres of Christmas trees, and in the fall, they even have pumpkins and a corn maze. But remember, they're only open until December 28th, and they don't open again until September. Visit their website for more details about when they open, and come on down to the Hardy Reindeer Ranch.
On Hardy Christmas Eve, Santa came to stay. boys play tonight. Then how the reindeer walked in, and they trotted out